Hey everyone, haven't made a video in a while, so I decided to get off my lazy butt and finally upload something. And I thought, what better to do than a comic haul, because I've been buying a lot of comics recently. I mean, the comic industry at the minute, there's a whole lot coming out, both on Marvel, DC, and on independent fronts. So I've really been trying to stay on top of it all, spend all my money on these comics this week. Well, the past month or so. I've had 2 trips to my local comic shop since I posted my last video, so got my hands on a lot of issues and I thought I'd just show them off. First up, I'm only going to touch on this quickly. This is Thor Reborn, collecting Thor 1-6 of Volume 3 of Thor. This is part of the Ultimate Marvel Graphic Novels collection. If you haven't heard of this collection, it's basically Marvel is putting out 60 hardback graphic novels, one every 2 weeks, collecting the best of Marvel stories. It's a UK only collection, so anyone who's outside of the UK can't get these. It kind of sucks because it's a great collection, but I'm sure you've all heard of this by now. And I just kind of wanted to throw this in there because I am collecting these, and I wanted to say, look, I'm collecting these. It's been great so far. I think the next book is out, which I think is Captain America Winter Soldier, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to go and pick that up soon with my last money. But this is the most recent one, so, well, that I own. So I thought I'd throw that in there. But now on to the single issues. We've got Marvel and DC. I've got some independents next to me that I'm going to show after this. But there's not enough room on my table. So first up we have Amazing Spider-Man 679.1. If you don't know, point 1 issues are to kind of try and get you on the story. You know, it's a kind of new read of pickup, and there's this story arc going on with Spider-Man at the minute, which is the Ends of the Earth, and I really wanted to get in on that, so I picked up this. I also picked up 680 and 681, which this is a little 2-part arc where Spidey and Johnny Storm go into space to help rescue John Jameson, who's obviously J. Jonah's son. This comic, it wasn't too great, but after I read these 2 issues, I was sold, and I was so excited for the next, which is of course issue 682, which starts the Ends of the Earth. Now this is going to be a 6-part arc. It is the kind of next big arc after Spider Island, and I missed Spider Island, so you know, I really wanted to get on and read Spider-Man for this arc. I've just read this. It looks like it's going to be a fantastic arc. If you don't know about this, I strongly suggest next time you're in your local comic shop, you pick up the point 1 issue 680, 682, 1, and this, because it really does get, I feel, up to date on the Spider-Man universe now, and I feel like I'm in for one hell of a ride with these next 5 issues. Also, the Ends of the Earth is supposed to be commemorating the 50 years of Spider-Man, and commemorating up to the big issue 700. So, last up on the Marvel front, we have Scarlet Spider, issues 1 and 2. Issue 3 came out recently, but I didn't have enough money to pick that up, so it kind of sucks. But I haven't read these yet, and I'm really excited because I know in some places this is already on its 3rd printing. I managed to get a 1st printing in my local shop because they had a few left. But I've heard really great things about this, so can't wait to sit down and read it. And I should also say on the Marvel front, I pre-ordered Avengers vs. X-Men. I'm not really reading many of the titles that's leading up towards this event, and I feel bad about it. But, you know, it's money. There's so many Marvel titles leading up to this Avengers vs. X-Men that I can't afford to get them all. So I'm trying to keep tabs on all the books, you know, trying to keep a little note on what's happening in all the books to hopefully enjoy this next big Marvel event. But on the DC front, we first have Batman Beyond Unlimited, issues 1 and 2. This is a new series starting from DC, following the character of Terry McGinnis from the Batman Beyond animated series. Now, I know there's been Batman Beyond comics before this, but I've never read them. But I am a huge fan of the animated series. I grew up watching it as a kid, and I absolutely love it. And so I decided to go ahead and pick these 2 issues up. And I'll be honest, I'm not disappointed in the slightest. Sometimes these issues can just be a cash-in on nostalgia, but they're really not. In this, you get 2 comics. You get Batman Beyond, and then you get Justice League Beyond. So in total, these are 4 issues, so you get 40 pages each comic, and for $3.99 US or $2.85 UK, that's a phenomenal deal. And the 2 great issues. Well, I haven't read issue 2 yet, but I really enjoyed issue 1, and I strongly recommend these. If you like the Batman Beyond cartoon, you know, the DC animated universe, because also the Justice League Beyond spawned from the Justice League cartoon that DC did. So this is in animated universe continuity, but it's absolutely fantastic. If you like the cartoons, definitely do yourself a favor and pick these 2 issues up. So then we got some DC New 52s, Justice League number 7, because I'm collecting that, and obviously the Batman number 7. I haven't read these 2 comics yet, so I'm going to sit down and read these. Really looking forward to this. After reading Justice League number 6, and I've been hearing some bad things about Justice League number 7, I'm really want to give it a shot. But also, Shazam starts this issue, which should be good. I'm hoping it's going to be good. I'm hoping it's not going to be as disappointing as everybody says, because, you know, issue 7, now they've made the jump in time 5 years in the future, and I've been hearing that not a lot's changed. But Batman number 7, I can't wait to sit down and read. It's my favourite title of the New 52. I am collecting other books from the New 52, but I just thought I'd show off these 2 issues so I didn't have a stack of comics, because I know I talk too much sometimes. But last up on the New 52 front is Batman and Robin number 1. Now, I wasn't going to collect this series because I heard some bad things about it when this first book came out. But recently, supposedly, it's getting really good. All I know is the new villain, Nobody, is supposed to be really good. But he's kind of getting outshone by the Court of Owls. But when I came across this in my local comic store, you can see it's still in first printing. I was kind of looking through the racks of comics of the New 52, all old prints, all prints that nobody wanted, you know, of the not so successful New 52, and I came across this. It was the only one that was a first print, and I was like, you know, I'm sold. I wasn't regretting not picking up this series, but when I saw it, I was like, you know, I'll give it a shot. And for what it was worth, I thought this was a great issue. I don't see where all the complaints come, and I'm going to try and track down some older issues. I'm probably going to have to get them off places like eBay, because this was, like I say, the only one of its kind. But, yeah, I'm also really trying to track down Action Comics from eBay, because I feel like I missed out there. But that's the only New 52 kind of update. And last up, on the independent front, Army of Darkness. Number 1, massive Evil Dead trilogy fan, so I was obviously going to pick up this. I actually reviewed this, if anybody's interested. I did this about a month back. So issue 2 actually came out of this, but I saw it in the store, but like I say, I had to save a bit of my money. And unfortunately, the Army of Darkness books aren't selling that well, so hopefully, you know, there'll be plenty of issue 2s when I go back and pick it up. But I wasn't completely sold on this book. I didn't like it too much. So that's also why I kind of made the sacrifice to leave issue 2 behind. But I'm still interested. I'm probably still going to pick it up next time. And last, but certainly not least, we have the massive sized issue of Mondo. If you can see, it's in Golden Age size. So put a normal comic next to it. It's kind of like an inch thicker. And I think it's a little tiny bit there. Taller. It's in Golden Age format. This is an Image comic from Ted McCleaves. I think that's how you pronounce it. And it's a giant-sized $4.99 issue. Well, $4.99 American, $3.50 UK. You get 40 pages. It's a little bizarre, but it's the kind of comic I like to read. If you're just in your mainstream DC and Marvel, I certainly don't recommend you get this. But if you like me and like to find new, bizarre kind of mad comics, I mean, this is crazy stuff right here, but it's good. It's all hand drawn and illustrated by the same guy. You know, he writes it and draws it, and I enjoyed this. It's only going to be a 3-issue series, so I can't wait for the second issue. It reminds me a lot of Sam Keith's The Max, and that's why I picked it up. It's all hand drawn, really, really beautiful art, crazy but great story, and like I say, I can't wait for the second issue. So if you like your crazy independent comics, definitely pick this up. It's not a bad independent comic at all, because even though Image gives us some great comics, it also gives us some crap, and this is definitely a good comic. So there's my little haul, well, quite a big haul for me. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and I'll see you guys next time.